哦，王冠宏，你头发会不会理太短了？但是你戴那个发箍蛮好看的，看起来瑞迪都变可爱了。我看到呢，有很多的球迷朋友呢，都带着新款的我们瑞迪的头箍哦。瑞迪呢，果然呢是征服宇宙的一个吉祥物。那也再次的感谢大家对于呢我们工程师的周边商品呢特别的喜欢。那等一下我带瑞迪头箍了，奖品都直接往那边丢，好不好？赶快去买啊！ 皆さん、お元気ですか？那今天呢，是我们跟呢青森呢，我们亲身热力，我们这一次呢城市的友谊以及呢姐妹队的一个成立，那第2天的一个赛事。那今天呢，在第2场比赛呢，我们包括了我们亲身的 PLEAGUE， 那也会为我们带来了相当精彩的演出。那在这边呢，有几句话也跟大家呢分享一下呢，聊一下。我很自豪的是说，新竹工程师是我们在全台湾的所有的职业篮球队当中，我们不管呢是在深耕地方，以及呢落实的地方的深耕，我们是做的最好的一支球队。那我相信这一点大家都不否认吧？赞成的掌声鼓励一下。我们从第1年开始呢，我们从一路的这样子建立起来，也跟了我们很多呢在地的朋友，那甚至于呢外地来的朋友，也把自己呢当成是新竹人一般来支持了这一支球队。所以呢，我们在背后所有的幕后团队，也真的是相当的感谢各位。那说真的，我们或许呢有些地方呢，尤其在战绩方面，我们没有做得很好。但是我希望大家呢是用加油的方式来鼓励呢这支球队。像我们在网络上，我们的官方的社群，甚至于官方的 IG。 大家任何的留言，我们从来没有删除过。但是也麻烦呢，进到呢活动现场、比赛现场的朋友，当你要发出呢一些声音的时候，也请尊重旁边不一定跟你有相同心态的人。所以呢，再一次感谢大家。我们希望呢，大声的为呢我们自己城市的球队、自己城市的球队加油，创造一支呢伟大的球队。谢谢大家，谢谢。 在我们呢活动开始之前，我们用最热情的掌声，带有呢最有热情、职人精神的 PLEAGUE。这次呢，我们亲身热力的啦啦队，今天也特别呢换上了他们传统的服饰，要为呢我们新竹工程师所有的球迷朋友带来一段精彩的开场表演。
千本桜
跟着节奏拍手，拍起来！最热情的掌声呢，谢谢呢我们 PLEAGUE 为我们带来精彩的开场表演。那呢，姐妹队，我们呢除了球队之间的交流，啦啦队也要交流，一样呢用最热情的掌声欢迎牧师女孩。我你现在弄笔车啊呢？
Dom dom, lingo ling lingo, ere dom. You got me wrong, thinking I'm not gonna bite when all alone. I don't think you worth the fight. Say what you want, but now it's my time to talk. Oh my mind, you're making me scream. No.
谢谢，再次用最热情的掌声，谢谢牧师女孩，为我们带来精彩的开场表演。马上呢，要为大家介绍呢，今天的来访特队台北富邦勇士篮球队球员登录名单，球衣背号0号赖廷恩，球衣背号3号张宗宪。 5号强生，球衣背号6号吴永胜，球衣背号7号伊波卡，8号周桂宇，球衣背号10号张文平，球衣背号12号林志杰。 球衣背号14号 潘秀元一样蔡文成，15号谢宗龙，球衣背号17号辛特利，21号曾祥军，24号简廷照，球衣背号32号赛瑟夫，台北富邦勇士篮球队总教练许晋哲，助理教练吴永仁、江志正、林伟浩、魏维，体能教练郑维轩，防护员林武章，总经理蔡成儒。现场的朋友 ，Are you ready？ 年仅8岁，2年拿下了3座世界冠军。去年法国霹雳舞世界大赛的第1名，娜娜。We are Hsinchu, we are Lioneers。欢迎呢我们的青春热力的德席。那要准备呢看大荧幕之前，也请大家呢先把手电筒开起来。开完手电筒之后，也请呢现场的朋友锁定大荧幕，请看影片。欢喜！马上呢，为各位介绍呢，我们地属新竹工程师球员的名单，球衣编号1号，准备呢迎风高飞的阿飞施延中。球衣编号，球队呢当中的最佳第6人送给宋雨生。球衣编号7号，中距离的智客小黑曾国宇。球衣编号8号，不讲理的射手小烈朱云豪。球衣编号12号，持续进化的李佳磊。主场的首度登场，球衣编号17号，远投进阶撕裂防线的微笑战士刘光赏。球衣编号23号，坚持到底的吕其敏。今天球衣编号31号，台湾的黄金左手 Will Aquino。马上呢，为各位介绍呢新竹工程师先报的名单 ，Starting Five。 42号带来强大火力支援的三分射手卢冠轩。球衣编号20号，中华队的禁区悍将，篮板魔人周伯勋。那么21球衣编号21号，中锋一凡。那么24球衣编号24号，人称得分机器的艾夫伯。 最后呢，为各位介绍球衣编号4号，新竹最强奶爸高国豪。新竹工程师总教练林万伦，顾问陈世忠，助教练沈新汉，米兰明特、陈哲宇，训练员。 王德勇、郭衍恩、黄建元、欧柏宏，另外呢，我们总经理张树仁、领队 Lisa 姐。
如果只有一次机会，该向前或后退，是直线或曲线，是胜利或后悔。让兄弟并着肩，你嘟哝脏球鞋，让子弹穿越防线。
那么还有一位呢，隐藏的控卫，刚刚呢没有念到，但是呢，这是我们的秘密武器，9号的田浩。
黑夜和暗巷，才能看见光。 身边是观众在耳边，你这世界终结，也许会受伤，也许更强壮，手掌和肩膀，撑起所有巨大的梦想，决定再去闯。
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, seniors and youth. We bring you the 10th game of the Plus League regular season here in Hsinchu County Stadium. A matchup between the 3-peat champion Taipei Fubon Braves against the second-year finals opponent and 3-peat best home court of the Plus League in the Hsinchu Lioneers. After this afternoon matchup between the Kings and the Steelers, they are the current standings there on your screen, with the Kings breaking their team record 4 straight wins to open up the season with 5, and they have a chance next week to tie the Braves' first season record of 6 straight wins to open up the season. On the Mandarin broadcast, on the left is Aaron Yang Zhenlei, on the right Mark 陈文辉。陈文辉们，你找到了英文的转播，要看中文直播，按中文的直播连接。当然，谢谢你的收看，记得我们的转播都要按赞。I'm your English broadcaster, Ryan Chen, as always. The Lioneers coming off a home debut last night where they only scored 73, which is the second lowest team total in a Plus League home team opening game since the Dreamers in Season 2. And is the lowest scoring total game of the season so far. The lone bright spot was newcomer Liu Guanxun, who had 11 points off the bench, including 3 made 3-pointers. As it is a small league, the Braves are coming off a loss to the Dreamers last Sunday in Zhanghua, despite having a 12-point lead with 5 minutes left in the game. We'll break all that down in a moment, as we'll send it to a Muse Girl to introduce the weekend festivities.
Hello， 大家好，我是牧师女孩色七，我是牧师女孩子猪。那今天要来带大家看看工程师今年新推出的客串双人秀席。我们本季呢是跟竹北非常有名的串烧店客串冠名合作，让大家在看球赛的过程中呢，还可以享有这么丰富的咸酥鸡套餐，还可以喝饮料哦。那整排球席呢都是有独立的桌子以及椅子哟，然后还可以近距离欣赏到牧师女孩还有吉祥物的应援，绝对是看球首选啦！欢迎狮子军们到拓元售票系统抢购双人球席，我们球场见喽，拜拜！
So if you'd like, the seats on the east side of the stadium here at Hsinchu County Stadium is where you need to find the special seated and tabled section. Speaking of the last 2 games for their respective teams, the Dreamers with the highest plus-minus was Hayden Wu Jiajun, who scored 0 points, but was a plus 28 thanks to a team-high 5 assists and good defense. And on the Brave side, they saw little guard Aji Lin Juji score 11 points in those last 5 minutes to power them to the victory. We spoke to Josh Zhouguoyu pre-game about his role on the team, having started all 3 games to start the season.
目标就是要帮助球队赢球嘛，因为就像刚刚说，我是本土算是平均上的时间最多的，那就要扛起更多的一些胜败的责任，所以我觉得目标就是还是就是主要是帮助球队赢球这样，对。这几季看起来是这样嘛，就包含到前面现在第4季开季前面几场的表现，其实也没有到很好，没有到进入真的比赛的状态，所以自己也要去想办法让自己更快的去进入比赛的状态，然后适应比赛的节奏，然后找到可能像之前季后赛、冠军赛的一些比赛的状态这样，对。
Number 8, Zhou Guoyu, 3 starts this season, 22 minutes per game, 5 points, only 0.7 rebounds, 0.3 assists. He does have 9 total steals for 3 per game. That's a very hard number. But also 1.3 turnovers per game. That's a rather high mark. And he's only shooting 6 of 27 or 22%, sharing that the goal is to help the team win. And indeed, he's been playing a lot of starter minutes and has to shoulder more of their win-loss results on the court. And it would seem he does get off to slower starts, but hasn't played great so far this season either. Needs to perform better on the court. On the other side, spoke to newcomer to the Lioneers, Zhou Guoxun. 2 starts so far this season, about 18 and 19 minutes per game, 1.5 points, 4.5 rebounds per game. Literally has not taken a shot from the field this season, but he explains that there are some other teammates on the team who are also trying to work their way into their best form. The Lioneers searching for their very first victory on the season.
当然是这边的主场的氛围啊，因为他们真的很有职业队的感觉，就是观众也很多，对啊，不会是主场最佳主场3.8，对啊，伤兵吧，等我们伤兵回来的时候，我觉得可能会不一样，像那个克拉，然后还有顺义啊，对啊，然后再加上艾夫伯的话，到时候可能会比较好，对。 觉得应该是我们内线牵制力不够，然后导致我们守内线的球员会去包夹他，导致他出手的时候比较困难，对啊。然后希望就是我们会增加内线的就是牵制力，然后让艾夫伯不要再被包夹这样子。
Rubio Zoberstein saying that he's really appreciated from afar the Lioneers home court. It really has a professional feel, and also shared that with a lot of injured teammates, the team is not in their best form yet, including maybe like Xiao Sui there on screen, the defense he provides last year, a candidate for most improved player. And Earl Clark's return as a strong scorer, but they do have Effen Berhar. He's been having trouble finding some space as other teams can send so many double teams, Rubio said, so they need a little bit more scoring threat from the inside to help find his openings. Mike Effenberg beat FIBA 9 for 30 shooting on the season, or about 14 points per game. A far cry from last season in the other league here in Taiwan, where he was easily scoring in the 20s and 30s. Last night, Julian Boyd on the Dreamers led the team offense with 28 points. He, Chris McCullough, and Brandon Gilbeck, their 3 imports, all had double-double efforts. And the point I'm trying to make is that they out-rebounded the Lioneers by 17, and the Lioneers currently are finding themselves losing possession after possession. So if they can't get these 50-50 balls, that'll be big trouble for them. On the Brave side, there is a little bit of good news out of that game. 9 players scored field goals, and they did clean up their turnover problems from the first half to the second half. But the bad news is they've had some scoring woes on their side. Only Ihor Zaitsev and KJ Honkaiji were able to score in double digits. There is a little bit of a bug going around with the Braves camp, with a little bit of sickness. Last season in the head-to-head, the Braves won 6 of 8. The only 2 losses, funny enough, coming on a back-to-back against the Lioneers here in Hsinchu. All of the Plus League win percentage on back-to-backs last season was 600. Lioneers, 2 of the 3 victories were against the Braves, and 3 of the 4 losses were to the Pilots, who they were 0-8 against. So kind of funny how that all worked out. And so far in the 4th season, home teams on a back-to-back are right now 4-0, with the Braves defeating the Steelers on the opening weekend, and the Kings really taking care of business, and the aforementioned Dreamers victory on a comeback fashion against the Braves. There's a look at Earl Clark, if you're trying to remember what he looks like for the Taiwanese fans watching now. He did appear in the preseason, where the Lioneers actually rested their imports quite a bit. Their imports average only about 35 minutes, which is last place in the preseason. Only a total of 106 minutes amongst the 3, which is last place. Their scoring average was all right at 21 per 36 minutes played, but of course they didn't play nearly that many minutes. And this is a far cry from previous editions of the Lioneers, where in Season 2 they were the #1 overall seed. Their imports between Nick Faust mainly and Sim Bull are averaging 48.8 points per game, or 49% of the total Lioneers scoring, which is both #1s in the league. Last year, it was down to 41 points per game, but still 45% of the total points, and that was the #1 mark in the league, and they found themselves falling to 6th place. So far, the least points per game and the lowest efficiency by the Lioneers imports. 34.5 points on 36.8 field goal percentage points, which results in 43 percentage points of the total points. But I'm sure their defense also could help out on that front, which they have not demonstrated so far. Ye Junhong, Chen Taohong, and Hong Zixuan will be the 3 officials from left to right. The starting lineup for the Taipei Fubon Braves with number 21 Jiang Zhenxiang, Ihor Zaitsev, Michael Singletary, Jeff Williamson, and Jet Zhang Dongxian. On the Lioneers side, Rubio Zoboshing next to Ivan Marinkovic, Mike Fiba, Oscar Gogohal, and after yesterday's 11-point outing from the bench, Liu Guanxun will be getting the start. The Braves are just about ready to go, but the Lioneers haven't broke their huddle yet, as we have a young ball player, almost not even as big as the two basketballs he's dribbling.
你故意给我难看的就对了，给了我们浩学小朋友最热血的掌声鼓励一下。
Last year in the head-to-head, despite those two victories, which came in pretty close margins, the Braves plus 94 in the 8 games cumulative is the highest point differential between any of the two teams matching up, besides the Pilots versus Lioneers, which is a plus 152, so very lopsided. Lioneers wearing a white jersey set.
小朋友成长只有一次，我需要全场一起呢，5、4、3、2、1，一起倒数，帮浩璇加油！借用各位的声音，5、4、3、2、1，请开球，谢谢，谢谢我们浩璇，第一节比赛开始喽！
A special tip-off by a little goal and ran right into the stands, interestingly enough. The Braves in their new blue and gold jerseys, the Lioneers in white. As Jeff Wu Yong-sun gets it off to Zaisev at the high post. Jet dribbling to his strong right side. As they swing it around, Zhen Xiangju from the left corner. He swishes the first 3 of the game. Quick start as kind of makeshift double team against Oscar and FIBA out on top. To get the switch as Rubio bounces to Marinkovic, and it slips by his hands for an early Lioneers turnover on the game. Here's Coach Greg Lin Guanlun, after being the Coach of the Year in Season 2 of the Plus League. Last season, the record dropped to the last place, and this year, 0-2 with the biggest loss differential, because the Pilots did play the Kings pretty tight in yesterday afternoon's game, as FIBA jumps that pass and time to run, except Jeff Wu does a good job stopping the momentum. Trying to take on Zhen Xiangju, but forced into a miss. The actual most improved player was number 21, who looks off an open inside look. As Michael Singletary works into the mid-range, and he cans a 2-pointer. Inauspicious start for the Lioneers, as there's a whistle trying to bring the ball up.
富邦勇士6号吴永胜正犯规，工程师球。
On the season, the Braves shooting 42% from the field.
节奏跟上。
Check that, 44% from the field. They double as Liu Guanxun has an open look, but that one rolls out. Could be the other way with speed. The Lioneers on a back-to-back. Braves only have this one game this week. Quite a busy schedule, especially with the East Asia Super League in the mix. Up ahead to Oscar, back to Marinkovic for the two-handed dunk. Took a second, but eventually they got their first points on the game. shot banked home. Igor Zaisev, who's leading the Braves in scoring. Backdoor, but FIBA can't get a handle on it, and now Jet crashed into by Marinkovic. Get another look at the spacing, and Oscar, way to get the pass off around Singletary. Early goings, it's 8-2 for the Braves. 3 minutes into the game, there's a mismatch as Hsinchu fakes the pass, then the fadeaway. That'd be a very interesting wrinkle to their offense if he's going to take all these fadeaway shots. Center from Fubon University or Fujian Catholic. Marinkovic misses the close one, had an open look. Shaking off Zaisev. Now Singletary and Hsinchu on the side as there's a foul for the drive. Will be the second team foul for the Lioneers. It's a turnover as Oscar once again running up ahead for an easy 2 points. Lioneers sure wouldn't say no to some easy fast break scoring opportunities. Getting inside as Zaisev is fouled. He'll be sent to the line for 2. The team that scores the most fast break points before today, so meaning I do not have the afternoon stats yet updated, but the Kings are blistering 21 points per game. Zaisev forced into a miss by the crowd behind me on the west side of the stadium. Lioneers getting 5.5, not the lowest mark. That belongs to the Dreamers at 4 points on the fast break, according to our scorers. Marinkovic and Effenberg are working together, but Jet all over him. Over to Oscar, switching to the right, faking out a shot, then back on the handoff, the left-handed runner, yes! Oscar with the first 6 points all to himself on behalf of Boys in White as Singletary knocks it down from the corner. Good sign for the Braves as Singletary has been held to quite a low shooting percentage. He's had his early season struggles, but quite a long season left. Chen working to the other side, but too much length by Jack as FIBA was the turnaround miss. Marinkovic, another close miss, but this time on a brush effort with the offensive board. Here comes Singletary, he's fouled first. And no movement yet on the Lioneers bench. Next possession will start the countdown to the TV timeout. You see easy 2-man game with Oscar getting it back from Rubio. The oldest plays in the book, the give and go. Zaisev in the corner at Hsinchu catches what should have been Singletary's pass. A rebound poked away by the Lioneers. Jeff Wu a little too aggressive, forces Oscar out of bounds, but they whistle a foul. And as your English broadcaster got that one right, it will be our television timeout coming up with the Braves off to a 12-6 lead over the Lioneers at home.
谢，谢谢我们世界冠军娜娜，为我们带来精彩的演出。
Welcome back to the broadcast. The first commercial break back. That means it's time to check if you left a like on the broadcast. Those of you watching on YouTube, by keeping an eye on the chat, there is a Mandarin broadcast if you tap on it. This is the English broadcast on the same channel, P.LEAGUE.official. Leo, I do have social media. You can look me up, ChenRayen on Twitter or Instagram. Very quickly, the Braves opening up with a lead, and all 6 points to the Lioneers from Oscar Galguahal, who in yesterday's game wasn't even that aggressive to look for his own shot. 1 of 5 from the field, and that included no three-pointers, 5 points total. And also missed 3 free throws too. Very unlike Oscar. This time guarded by Jet, faking right then going left. Fubon, another open look from the corner, and he misses once again. Yesterday's good form has not transferred to today. This time guarded by Singletary, he swings it around. Hsinchu, great hands. As low on time, they'll call a shot clock violation with Chris Johnson there to defend. And just after one defensive possession, former Lioneer Iboka is checked into the game. Interesting defense for offense sub as Jet. Don't know if he's going to get credit for it, or is it going to be Iboka with the one-handed putback dunk. Over the head pass, Fubon guarded by Singletary. As Jeff Wu's on Mike Fiba. They're going to call travel as maybe to hit a little bit of a slippery spot at the elbow. Going to look at Jet going with a right-handed finger roll. I think we need to look up and see. Indeed, Iboka is credited with the 2 points. Over to Chris Johnson. Using the deep one, Fiba chases it down for an extra rebound for himself. That's not selfish, that's just smart basketball and hustle anyways. So on open three, Mike Fiba drains it. There's the 3-point made on the score bug as a early holding foul against Johnson. Lioneers are now put the Braves in the bonus. Chris Johnson, last year's finals MVP, making the first free throw. So far on his season, he misses the second one. He's only played in the one game on the opening weekend. Got only 7 points and 6 rebounds in 25 minutes. New rules in the Plus League when it comes to imports. As Marinkovic trying to back down Johnson over to Rubio, blocked from behind by Singletary. The off his hands. Let's see how they handle the shot clock situation. And they will say a shot clock violation. Give him a look. Marinkovic is given his opportunities and a pretty decent fine, but Michael Singletary was all over it. Looks like he laid in the bushes and ambushed Rubio there. Try to tussle for better positioning defensively. Lioneers with something of a zone look here. They swing it around. Jeff down to Iboka, his familiar spot at the dunker spot. Aggressive, but a miss. There's a whistle on the rebounding effort.
富邦勇士5号陈升犯犯规。
Going to be Johnson with the foul. Only the third team foul by the Braves. And another whistle as Oscar's putting a move on Jet.
勇士3号张宗宪的犯规。
Only one-time Coach of the Year, Roger Shujitsu, but he's got the 3 titles. Over to Rubio, his jump shot from the corner, too strong. Well, yesterday, I gave credit to the Lioneers for playing pretty good defense as Singletary goes to the miss. Iboka sky high for the board. Another chance for the Braves. Jet tries. No good. Johnson right there. He twisted, turns for the two-handed jam. Well, I was gonna say the Lioneers played pretty good defense in the first half yesterday, and the Dreamers were hitting some tough shots. That gave way in the second half. Oscar finding himself open. His 18-footer is good. So it's a 6-point lead for the Braves. Singletary. The Jet in the corner takes a dribble, but runs into the Iboka spot. Ball on time. It's Mike missing from the top of the arc. Oscar will eventually call a whistle as former teammates have a little collision after. Iboka did go to university here in Taiwan, to Shinchu University in Taipei. As you see Johnson adding to his highlight reel. Had the longest one last year when it comes to slam dunks. So a couple free throws coming up for Oscar. Missing with another free throw for Oscar. On the season. Coming into today, funny enough, only had 3 for 6. Did not take any free throws in the game against the Kings, where he scored 27 points, a game high. Number 14, Ty Winston is getting an early rotation. There you see top of the screen. Along with Beast there at the top. Pretty intentional rotation, but with TJ in there, Zysef lost the handle on it. Don't know if he'll go down to the missed shot or a turnover as Oscar screened for Artino. There with a Spain pick and roll. Fancy step back. It's off the mark. Johnson will try for 3 and a holding foul by Artino. Look out. Will Martino got hit in the eye in yesterday's game. That's why he's got the headband and the bandage over his right eye. Zysef will try at the line. He's already missed earlier today. Left with that second one. So Braves leaving points at the line. Number 8, Junior Hall. They kick it around. Oscar couldn't fake out Zaitsev, so the very difficult three rolls in and out. That's the loudest I've heard this crowd today. Winston's runners way off. Hall stepping around a beast, but Johnson comes in with the help. The ball off the backboard. Or the shot clock, I should say. Stay with the Lioneers. They've done a much better job rebounding in this one. Here's Zaitsev, the closest Brave I saw. Eva guarded by TJ, but off the handoff, he knocks it down. Bringing the deficit to just 3. TJ left open, takes a dribble in, and that one's no good. Beast, 1 rebound, 2 rebounds in impressive fashion. Johnson fading away on Artino, and an easy bank shot there. Calming things down a little bit for the Braves, who have missed their share opportunities. A little double screen for FIBA out to Oscar. Good hands by Winston. FIBA feeling it. Too strong as one of the better local rebounders. Winston gets it up ahead. Braves running their offense. That's a great find from Taiwan to TJ Jiantingzao, second-year player out of Jinshin University. Oscar running down the clock as Artino screens, but it's a pass. Junior Hall deeps. Hook pass to Hsinchu. He got it off in time, but way over the mark. Chris Johnson came over for the contest. So after the first quarter, the Braves holding on to their lead right now, sitting at 22 with the Lioneers 15. We'll be back after this.
Oh my, go!好，欢迎进攻，抛前防守，低分。谢谢。那我们准备一份呢小礼物呢，来送给呢，请他送给了我们浩璇。哦，你看浩璇拍照就马上知道比狮爪哦，谢谢，谢谢浩璇。
This is the last game of the week, so soon enough, you can vote for the Plus League Week MVP by checking the Plus League social media accounts. The vote will conclude Monday early afternoon. Lioneers, being good host, invited members of the Japanese Amori Watts in the B2 They also had Singapore Sports Development Group, led by Marcus Tan, and also the Vietnam Basketball Association's contingent, led by CEO Ran Chu Sa, who had the good pleasure of getting to speak to him and his colleagues before yesterday's game. Hope everyone has safe travels back home. Lioneers get started with the inbound from the baseline as FIBA now switched on to Josh, puts on a nice crossover, but can't get the finish. Artino up close. Ball will bounce off of a Brave out of bounds. In the opening weekend, Roger really intentionally had Beast, Jet, and Winston play together as FIBA shakes Josh once again. And a nice switch by Hsinchu, making up for that wild miss to end the first quarter. Number 0, Lioneers. Looking for a teammate as an easy driving kick for Johnson from about 20 feet. Too aggressive by Josh as FIBA switched on by Beast. Poked out of bounds from Johnson. The Lioneers last season against the Braves, 96.1 points per game was their highest matchup of all their 5 opponents in the Plus League. Running down tie, FIBA fires away in a beautiful swish. He's brought his personal total to 8 points. Their offensive rating 103, which is about league average, as Johnson forcing a tough fadeaway by Hsinchu. Numbers for the Lioneers, but Hall dribbles it out. FIBA forced to go left. Little drop off pass to Hsinchu. They rotate all the way back for FIBA at the logo. Need an extra bowl of Wheaties on that one. But the Lioneers did allow the Braves 107.9 points per game, the highest for the Lioneers opponents, an offensive rating of 121. Quite a high mark. 7 seconds left. Lioneers. Euro steps, pass back to Zaitsev. His three-pointer is banked off and a foul from Lioneers. As the Braves' current lineup is playing pretty poorly, I should say, on both ends of the floor. Overpass as Lioneers will collect a little 2-on-1. High layup, miss as Tokwe fouls it up. An audibly frustrated FIBA is the only one back on defense with him was that man Luca, and he tries from deep. All iron with that miss. As Artino doubled in the post. The left hand is a miss, and a putback tap in by Hsinchu. Here come the Braves with Johnson fade away easily. They're on the right side baseline. On the Lioneers bench, Oscar is headed toward the scorer's table. FIBA and Artino, an handoff, missed 3. Now they're looking for Zaitsev down low. Shiyenzong, an early holding foul. Only the first by the Lioneers in the quarter. There's Oscar checking in as Zaitsev had a long conversation with the crew chief. Coach Greg didn't forget to bring in number 12 Lee Jia-rui, an OG member of the Lioneers. And more subs, but this time it's the Braves getting Singletary and Zheng Xiangjun in together. A quick catch and shoot on the inbound. Zheng Xiangjun now has 5 points on the game. Oscar stopped by Beast. Big crossovers, little give and go, and a kick ball. Oscar's doing a good job cutting without the basketball. Okay, so a fresh 14 on the clock, as it's not a brand new possession. It was a possession in the front court. Oscar catches. Had some daylight over to Artino, stopped by Zaitsev. The ball does not go down, and a foul reaching for the basketball. In yesterday's game, Artino had 17 points and 9 rebounds. Oscar pressuring Lai Tingan. Now Beast hitting Wu Guangxun out of the way, and they call an offensive foul, a little bit of a shove. That wasn't a pat on the behind, that was a little bit elbow to the hip. So a Braves turnover. After the stop, Oscar double team. Hook pass over to Hsinchu. He tries from deep. That time his footwork is very different. Singletary and Zheng Xiangjun. They leave Zaitsev open. His big rainbow missed as Beast again in there on the offensive rebounding side. Getting a catch and shoot. He knocks it down. The Lioneers' lack of effort is now showing up. The Braves make it a 11-point game. 6:50 left in the second quarter. It's the timeout called by the Lioneers that'll send us to this little break here in the broadcast. You're watching the Plus League here in our 4th season.
来了，先送给盛平啊，尤其今天来在新的位置同步的来接着。还有哪里？快掌声！
This season's new Plus League merch is out. Head to pleagueofficial.com/shop. 5 members of the Amori Watch cheerleading squad have come along to take in this basketball game. They were here yesterday as well, but today they had a pregame performance. Sending us to the commercial timeout was a Hsinchu made 3 from the corner off of his 3rd personal offensive rebound of the game. By my count. See PLeagueofficial.com/game/432. William Martino catching it a step outside from the post. As running low on time, Lijare will shoot over everyone and drains the 3. He had one yesterday. Over to Beast, left open again from the left corner, but the line drive is missed. The ball will bounce off of a Zheng Xiangxun and out of bounds. Get another look at Lijare from the left side camera stage. Oscar catching it on the curl as he's working with number 7 Zhen Boyu. From 18 feet, it's good. 2 straight makes for the Lioneers, and it's the Braves calling this timeout. So after just approximately 1 minute of play, Coach Roger needing to address his team and make some adjustments of their own after a 5-0 Lioneers run. Shot making has been an issue for the Braves as well on the season, especially when it comes to their local players, especially coming from their bench and substitution splits. Their bench right now scoring 53 points per game. That of course includes the import, which you can include Igor Zaisev in the Dreamers game. The next highest team is the Dreamers at 36 points from their bench per game. The 3rd season average for the Plus League was only 29 points, and that number is definitely going to go up with the import coming off the bench. 2 allowed on the floor at all times. A rule change this year with the Plus League. Oscar off to a good start. 9 points on 4 of 6 shooting. Had the first 6 points of the game. And there you see some of these dribble moves to find his very comfortable mid-range jumper. A natural lefty. Has the moniker of the best ever high school ball player here in Taiwan. Substitution for the Braves to get Jeff Wu, TJ in together at guard as the Lioneers show off their own 3-2 zone. Right now forming into a matchup zone. Zaisev, TJ to Jeff, over to Michael Singletary, 2 seconds left. It's gonna be an offensive 3 seconds. Good job by the Lioneers executing their defensive game plan. Waiting for Oscar. They're going to whistle from the slot side official. It is the 3rd foul by the Braves. Definitely one if you're the boys in blue probably want to avoid, as Oscar wasn't even looking at the basket. deny Oscar, so it's Simple Yu. Over to Artino, stepping around Zaisev. No call there. Looking for Chen Xiangjun as Artino pokes it out of bounds. Zone's kind of changing shape now. TJ with a runner. He's got the call, and the basket counts too. Pretty good defense, but better offense there. They're going to say Oscar. You see that hit to the chest and the shoulder. Jian Zhao in the last game against the Dreamers played almost 20 minutes, had 4 points. Gets the free throw. Looks like they're going to call Zaisev. A little bit too much contact, fighting for position there. Poked out of bounds by Jeff Wu. The Braves had a number of deflections on the game. Has not resulted in that many turnovers by the Lioneers. They have 6, the Braves have 6. Evan hit one earlier, this one off to the right. Looking Johnson's way, guarded by Evan. Rifle pass over to Jet. By one, dropped off to Zaisev with an easy flip in with the left hand. Just stretching the defense left and right and left. Oscar over Jet, somehow gets it to go. Sure, making up for yesterday's lack of aggression. Already 11 points on the game. That leads the entire field. By that I mean the Braves and Lioneers, as Jet tries a difficult shot of his own. Double team comes, but FIBA gets the shot off. It will be a foul on Jeff Wu. Jeff Wu, for the past 2 seasons, a member of the Formosa Dreamers after having a stint in the CBA. That's where Evan Berha got his nickname, FIBA, but pronounced in English a little bit easier as FIBA. Turned 39 years of experience, we say on the English broadcasts, during the off season. A good pick by Zimbo Yu. He's going to race ahead for 2 easy points.
Everybody clap your hands.
Yeah, a little dump off to Johnson as Artino forced a foul to send Johnson to the line, but no, they say it's Evan who fouled. Another look. I don't know if Evan was in the picture on that one. It was Artino and FIBA jumping in. Made first and a made second. Tokoyu this time going to be guarding Oscar, as he had some major struggles against FIBA. Tokoyu goes around the world. Out to Oscar. Slip past Artino. To Evan in the left corner. His shot is up and in. The second one by Lee Jia-rui. Turnover, and here come the Lioneers. Evan, a one-handed slam, and the Braves issuing their second timeout on the quarter. Despite having 5,000 in the building yesterday, today it's the most excited these Lioneers fans have been all weekend. Last season, Evan was actually about a league average 31% three-point shooter, but only on 93 attempts. And that's rather low for a player who gets as many minutes as he did. Get another look at William Martino with a nice find off of the double team against Oscar. And then a pick in the corner, anticipating the pass nicely. And 200-centimeter tall Lee Jia-rui can do that all night long. Two and a half minutes left in the first half. No substitution for the Braves as the Lioneers show off a 2-1-2 soft pressure front. Wide spacing by the Braves as Tokoyu not hit from the runner. And here come the Lioneers on the run again. Across the FIBA, Evan in the left corner, made one, and another! That makes it three. That's the Lioneers with their first lead of the night. Johnson will float and fire. That's a miss. Chance for the Lioneers to make it a two-possession lead. Can you believe it? And a travel on William Martino. Not much of an argument on that one. So who would have thought Evan Lee Jia-rui jumping in there? Now he's got 11 points. So the Lioneers offense does not look so stale right now. A little careless, but Oscar gambles and is now left behind. Iboka in the game. Bad spacing, but TJ catches the shoot, hits the side of the backboard. FIBA falling, but delivering it to Artino. Triple teamed underneath. Evan just electing to run the offense as Oscar jumped past Artino. He wasn't looking for it. Okay idea, but both those gentlemen were open there. Set by the Braves have been held to 40 for quite some time as They deny the pass to Johnson. Alley-oop. Brushed out of the way by Artino. Good hustle by Oscar, too. Another stop. A deep shot and another make. This time it's going to be Oscar Gogglehall getting back on the board. 29-18 on the quarter. Lioneers zoned up as TJ gets it back from Jet. Now the left-handed finger roll off the bank and in. A good finish, one possession-wise for the Braves, but a very strong quarter for the Lioneers in the second. They now have the lead 44-42. Take a little break as we break things down from Hsinchu County Stadium. Lioneers seeking their first win on the season.
国内的相当知名的篮球 YouTuber 赵德恩进行了我们1对1的对抗赛。那我们先看一下呢，我们的大荧幕。让大家呢认识呢我们青森Watts。 大家可以看到呢，这就是我们来自新生的青森Watts。那今天呢，这一位呢，要跟我们的参与的表演赛的选手呢，是我们四岛公之介。那另外呢，要跟我们日本呢交流的，我们欢迎的是赵德恩。 2位呢要进行了1对1的单打，谁先进2球谁就赢，好不好？那第一波球权来者是客，我们点个四岛公之介2万，2 point，2 point。那四岛公之介呢，现在呢也专门的不管都在3打3，那以及呢在日本的1对1的比赛当中呢，都相当火候，1比0。好，1比1。 公之介呢是我们效力呢，我们日本呢最大的3打3的联盟球队哦。本身呢他也是一个街头篮球的 YouTuber， 那他本身呢就是青森青森县的人，所以他也选择了加入了青森热力，那作为呢他的第一个选择。那目前呢是一个助理教练。再来一个。
Here at halftime, Game 10 of the Plus League regular season, a matchup between the Hsinchu Lioneers and Taipei Fubon Braves. A little one-on-one goes on, courtesy of Amari Watts alumni. The biggest storyline so far on the game is the second quarter, where the Lioneers able to get off 29-20, and it felt like it was even more impressive than that. Aaron Yang and Mark Tionke on the Mandarin broadcast. I'm Ryan Chen, taking care of you guys here on the English commentary track. The Braves committed 5 turnovers in that second quarter and only grabbed 2 offensive rebounds compared to the first quarter where they were all over the loose balls, getting 6. And they also only made 1 of 6 3-pointers in the frame. Meanwhile, look at the Lioneers side. They were hot, 11 for 20 field goal shooting, and did only take 2 free throws, but hit both of them. So that helps your momentum. There's the combined team statistics, where there you see the shooting splits pretty close to each other. 16 for 37 for the Braves, 17 for 39 for the Lioneers. But the big difference is Lioneers have made more 3-pointers, 7 for 16. They're on the 3rd row. The rebounding's close, the assists are close, and good for the Lioneers. They've actually forced more turnovers out of the Braves, which is typically an issue that the Lioneers have had to overcome more often in their down 3rd season last season. On opening weekend, they have put in a decent effort on this Sunday to have their fans cheer for something positive on their side. We'll bring you leading scorers in a moment as we see the highlights from the first half. I think noteworthy is a combination of Mike FIBA, William Martino, Oscar Gogolhal, Hsinchu, and Evan Lee Jiarui has really been the best 5 players out there. Chris Johnson putting in a few highlights of his own. Iboka returning after last year being a member of the Lioneers, though. Of course, he has his off-season story. That probably left to a whole different segment here on the broadcast. But the defensive strategy against Mike FIBA and Oscar has been less than ideal for the Braves, despite it should be the most important thing on the scouting report. Hsinchu is also getting the effort plays along with knocking down his open jumpers. That'll stretch the Braves defense for sure. And Evan Lee Jiarui has give him credit for being the hero. 11 points, all coming in that second quarter, and getting the biggest reaction out of the home fans here in Hsinchu. The Lioneers on the game, dishing 10 assists. 6 of those coming in that second quarter. They had earlier issues of running down the shot clock a little bit too much, but maybe taking the page out of the best in the Plus League, getting to go on the run and creating more space has been a positive thing for them. They did take the most 3-pointers during the preseason and have not done that much outside shooting through 2 games before. Leading scorers for the Braves starts with Chris Johnson with 11. TJ off the bench with 7. Here is Zaitsev getting the start alongside of Michael Singletary, 7 to 5 points apiece. Jack Zhenxiangzhu has got 5 to his own. On the Lioneer side, 3 players in double digits. That's Oscar Gogolhal with 14, Evan Lee Jiarui with 11, Mike FIBA with 10. But creating a lot of openings with his dribble drives. Hsinchu with 5, and Zheng Boyu off of the pickpocket of Jeff Wu Yongsun has the 2 points for himself. So the Lioneers trying to not be the last team to get a victory on the season. They do have a second half to contend with a 2-point lead. We'll be back after this, but first, a message from the Muse Girls after these messages.
是牧师女孩的社七。中场休息时间，带大家来看看工程师的商品部。那今年休赛季呢，也推出很多新商品哦。首先看到这一款狮头刺绣大学 T， 那中间的 logo 呢是采用全刺绣的哦，然后文字也是仿旧的呈现。落肩款的设计呢，非常适合 oversize 的朋友们穿搭。最近天气忽冷忽热，球队还是有推出短袖的服饰哦。像是我手上这一款，它后面拦网的设计是用特殊的材质制成的，所以是看起来非常有层次感。那除了适合穿来球场外，也非常适合穿出门哦。除了服饰以外呢，这次还推出与 Plan Me 联名的小包，那它收纳层次非常的多，而且一直是很热销的包款哦。那非常适合出门以及逛街必备。还有呢，这个是新出的徽章，那更多商品等你们来抢购。
那么这首歌呢，献给呢所有呢在背后呢不离不弃呢为工程师加油的好朋友。我相信有你来加油，球队呢一定会有所改变。再次的感谢大家的不离不弃。这首歌献给所有呢热爱新竹工程师的所有的好朋友们。星星长在心中，生命梦想。走走走吧，还要走多久？路上交了之后，转身前方，依然有力量。你来加油，我你的心头，在我心中有一个梦。没人能阻挡我，你来加油，我一定心高，跟着我向前冲，我一定也心高。各位呢，现场的朋友，今天呢，在我们活动现场呢，还有一个好朋友哦，说他本身呢也是我们新竹的工程师。那我们的王婉玉呢，立法委员特别来到我们活动现场，我们是不是用掌声的欢迎我们王婉玉的立法委员，也是我们时代力量党主席。那尤其他对于呢，在这种儿少这方面的福利不断的关注，也对于呢亲子的活动。
This season, the Plus League launched the Quan and Ryan Show, talking about the East Asia Super League and basketball in the region. Subscribe to the Plus League YouTube channel so you don't miss out. One thing that might be helping the Lioneers run a little bit here is that the Plus League increased active game day rosters from 12 a couple years ago to 13 to now this season 14 players from your registered roster can be quote-unquote activated on the active roster. And so with that flexibility, maybe you can save a spot or two for a player like Evan Lee Jia and his backups. So credit to him and the Lioneers for jumping out to a first half lead. Evan Lee Jia 4 of 5 shooting, including 3 made three-pointers. I'd imagine that has to be a personal record. We'll keep an eye on that as the game goes on. Brave starters in to start, Lioneer starters in to start. Forced into a first miss. Evan is in there along with 4 of the starters from the game, but great diving effort by Jeff Wu to save that one. Mike Fiba ambushes that pass for a turnover. Oscar maneuvering to the baseline, foul from the side. And while Singletary's complaining, he did force Oscar out of bounds. Right now, the Braves both complaining about the foul and the fact that Oscar is going to the line. So far, that makes it 15 points on Oscar's night. And 16. Chen shooting over to Jeff Wu. A jump stop, a nice block by Artino. Evan now driving into a wall, missing that shot. Zaisev taking the brunt of that drive. Jumping back in frame. Zhenxiang Jun's got the height advantage. Pump fakes over Artino and somehow gets it off glass. Zhenxiang Jun and Artino spending some time together as national team players for the Asian games, as Jet called for the holding there. That's the kind of negative cycle that you can be put in. If the other team is starting to score with a higher efficiency, the defense might be forced to play them harder. Fiba, step back on a Jet. It's close. Little give from Singletary to Zaisev, cutting through the middle. Oscar driving, foul from the side by Jeff Wu. His dribble moves have taken another step up. Another look at Artino gambling and falling behind. But over here, Oscar got a step and took that advantage. So the Braves tied it up at 46, but at least one free throw puts the Lioneers back up on top. Leaving Jeff Wu open in the corner. That's Zhenxiang Jun. A pump fake into a miss. Fiba's trying to prove his worth on the defensive end too. Evan catching and firing and hitting from about 18 feet. Trying to jump the pass, Singletary corrals it. Out to Jet from the left corner. No, as Jeff Wu picks it up, puts it up, and misses. Seems like a foreign planet to the Braves right now in Hsinchu County Stadium. Oscar getting into the paint, missing with the left-handed flip, and got a dramatic tumble from Oscar there on the baseline. Roger will make substitutions as the lineup he had out there, especially the locals, have missed a lot of their open shots. Jeff, Jet, and Jack, maybe that's the problem. He's got too many J's out there. Change for the Lioneers. As finally Mike FIBA actually proactively walks over to the bench. There you see Mike FIBA after the rebound kind of tending to something on his right ankle. He's out of the game now. Lai Tian to Jet in the corner, but a push pass too hot for Zaitsev to handle. As Lai Tian initially picks Oscar, and it will be a loose ball foul. Beast will check in for Jet. Zhang Dongxian, who's had major struggles this game, shooting the ball, passing the ball. At least the defense has been solid on Mike FIBA out of the game. Zheng Xiangjun hooking it to Zaitsev, and an easy push shot up close. Oscar and Evan working a two-man game. The triple team comes, leaving Artino wide open. That'll bounce out to the corner right in front of me. Artino took very few shots in the international competition circuit this summer for Chinese Taipei, as Michael Singletary bottoms that three-pointer. Seven and a half left in the third quarter. Hall with the first touch of the second half launches a big three. Two bounces and out. No looking pass from a Singletary, and Zaitsev gets the finish. Little run for the Braves. They've taken the lead, forcing the timeout called by the Lioneers. A good back and forth battle we have on our hands. We'll be back after this.
Let's 来做个朋友吧。嘿，跟隔壁那个荧幕，跟隔壁那个荧幕。很好哦，佩佩。来，紫竹，跟玫瑰做个好朋友吧。
This upcoming Wednesday night, November 29th, the new Taipei Kings host the Morocco Bolts from the Philippine Basketball Association in Xinzhuang Gymnasium for the continuation of the Kings Giving in the East Asia Super League's regular season game. Cheerleaders and members of the audience with a interesting interactive here in Hsinchu County Stadium. We see the same image you're looking at on your screen on the big board here, which they've upgraded a couple seasons ago. Zhu Yunhao, guarded by Singletary, gives it up. On the move, Oscar, guarded by Lai Tingun, coughs it up, and it will be a backcourt. A good defensive possession to start for the Braves. Sticking to this 3-2 matchup zone for the Lioneers as Beast goes to work. Open in the left corner, too easy. Back to Lai Tingun, he'll try. As seemed like an early buzzer, but I guess I wasn't paying enough attention. Here come the Lioneers. As the Braves now turn up their ball pressure. Oscar flipping it, but to the bottom side of the rim. Zhengboyu fouls Singletary in transition. With that missed three, the Braves now find themselves 5 of 17 beyond the arc. Deng Xiangjun was out of bounds as he caught the pass. He's trying to dutifully find an open spot along the baseline. But the Braves have not utilized the best spacing against the Lioneers zone. Lu Guanxuan off to Zhengboyu. Artino finding a crease and scoring it with a left-handed lay-in. That brings his point total. In fact, that's the first score of the game, according to the in-stadium board. Beast hesitating, then dropping in the layup. Still a 4-point lead as Zaitsev stops Artino at the rim. Singletary puts his head down and gets the foul. The Braves continuing to put pressure on this Lioneer squad. There's the power of that gather step. Singletary at the line. His first trip there, in fact. Rather low arc with a free throw. Rattles home. Can't make it two, though. Zhengboyu finding a crease. Zhou Buxing over to Zhu Yunhao, and he's got it. Zhu Yunhao with his first points of the night. TJ, block two on the way and a answer right back. Zhengboyu, he got the shot over TJ thanks to Artino's screen. We received word that Marinkovic had a hand injury and he's out for the game as it is a turnover by the Braves. I think it's one of those catching the ball out of bounds. You're gonna look at Xie Zonglong a little too handsy with the screen, in fact. Had 16 points in the game against the Steelers. As Roger said, couldn't even take him out, he was playing so good. Lu Guanxuan over to Zhengboyu. Got a hand on it, did the Braves, into a funky jump shot. Hsinchu's right there, but a foul from behind. And a technical foul.
15号谢宗龙被人犯规，施延中罚球2次。富邦勇士32号赛瑟夫开始预报。
Oh no, it's Zaitsev who slammed the basketball.
是的技术犯规的罚球。
No, there's a lot going on. No, Zaitsev said something to the referee. He'll go to the bench as Johnson will take his place. The Braves have not managed their cool in this game, having a lot to say with the officials. So in the end, that was the all Lioneers outcome. Chance to tie it up at 58. Brings Hsinchu's point total to 7. Lioneers got a deflection. As Singletary cuts through, well, at least get a free throw trip out of it.
原本呢是RDO有，那只要呢施延中有得分，就会呢加送正品。刚刚连进2球，陈梦舟等一下去拿2400去结账。
Singletary trying to reach double-digit scoring on the game, sitting at 9 right now. There are going to be more free throws I'd expect on the game. Coming into today, Braves were at 76%. Lioneers at only 61% from the line. Small sample size, of course. Seven guarded and 7. As the ball taken away from the Lioneers. Iboka cutting through, getting the basket, count it, and 1. His return to Hsinchu now includes 4 points and 2 rebounds. Again, Michael Singletary finding the right man and delivering an accurate pass. That has also been a key I've noticed in the game. Accurate passing helps. Big arc with Iboka's free throw. That one is good. Rubio looking for Artino, but pass deflected. Beast collects it as Artino pokes it out of bounds from behind, trying to contend it was on Beast. But I would say if you're the Lioneers staff, pretty positive play. Stop the fast break. Zone shaped up to a 2-3 as deep tray made by TJ. That'll force the Lioneers to call a timeout. Suddenly find themselves down by 8. So the Braves right now playing much better effort and urgency in the third quarter. As we listen into the timeout conducted by Coach Greg Lin Guanlun.
1、2、3、4。
最赚钱的朋友在哪里？
等一下，小黑，
东区，
多好，没有分换，可
所以给到
第一个空气新进击。
会有这边花的去 screen 挡好，所以小黑一接到直接走了，所以这边先靠 reverse 再动，所以没有的时候，没有的时候下一个，没有的时候，四路在这边，你就要冲出来，把球衔接完以后再去做，没有 ？OK， 哎，8分很可惜啊。
记得呢，刚刚接到紫色那一颗球的朋友，
觉得嘞？3吗？你们觉得嘞？
可以获得
3 OK 吗？你们 OK 吗？嘉瑞回来，4秒面对面。
会服务领取，记得成功都加码了第一色空气新进击啊，记得去结账。
Sounds like they were setting up a three-man game between Oscar, Xiaohei Zimbo Yu, number 7, and William Martino. On the quarter, the Lioneers have made it to the line for 5 of 7 free throws, including the technical. Meanwhile, the Braves have turned it over 4 times, but have forced one more out of the Lioneers. That has pushed them to this third quarter lead, actually outplaying the Lioneers 24-14. Be an interesting test for Coach Greg and the Lioneers staff, having only 2 imports, but they've played a lot of this third quarter without Mike Fiba. Evan, shot fake, release. Got his own board back. Going behind to William Martino. Probably, I would say, the best play by Evan Lee Jiaorui in his Plus League career. Just the comfortability and the awareness of the Iboka trying to finish around Martino. There's a whistle as Chris Johnson looks like probably pushed the Lioneer down. It's Duinghao who's helped up onto his feet. I say Chris Johnson with the unsportsmanlike. There you see the lay-in by Martino, and then there's a little bit of hand jostling, but the elbow by Johnson was too much, the referee said. So a second specialty foul on the quarter. Two free throws, that'll close the gap for the Lioneers. And possession. They had it anyways with Iboka stopped by Artino at the rim. Oscar back to Zimbo Yu. A hop and a shot, but Iboka a little bit too jumpy. And another try, Artino lost the handle on it. Blocked by Johnson, and a whistle as he was trying to go up again. Getting a look at the initial block, and they good stick-to-itiveness with Artino, though. I think he does have a case, Johnson does, for that second one being clean. Trying to calm things down. Winston and Zaitsev are in along with Chen Xiangqun, so pretty much an entire change on the front line. Martino, 12 rebounds there on the right, 5 points on the left. 2 of 8 shooting in the middle of their traffic. More pressure by the Lioneers, but they back out of it. Winston open, over to Zaitsev, over everything as Chen Xiangqun fouled hard from behind. Looks like he's okay. Almost a successful defensive possession for the Lioneers, despite gambling quite hard with the pressure defense. The referees will go to the monitor to assess the severity of the foul. Our broadcasting partners for the game is Momo Television. On the other side was Formosa Television. As you see, doesn't look like much. Zhu Yunhao pulled on the wrist of Zheng Xiangjun, but it doesn't look like anything egregious. The stumble definitely looked pretty dramatic. The referees come out, and it's just going to be a common foul. This will be the 6th and 7th free throws for the Braves on the quarter. On the game, they are 10 for 14. Lioneers 12 for 15. Last year was 69 for 94, or 73% from the line. He rolls in the second. One say the Braves are keeping the Lioneers at bay, but it is a two-possession game. Looking Artino's way, great feed by Zemboyu, but an unlucky bounce. Let's see if the Braves can take advantage. Zheng Xiangjun puts his head down, but ball gets on the deck. A foul by Lai Ting-un in the front court. And that'll be more free throws coming up. And we need to look on the baseline camera to see if there was anything going on. Lai Ting-un did get a lot of basketball, but maybe that second effort. Definitely don't want too much of this head faking, but Oscar does earn himself a trip to the line. Down to Zheng Xiangjun. Taiwan cleared a lane for by Zaisef. And now Taiwan's on the board. About 40 seconds left in the quarter. Oscar to Artino. Passes in front of one. And lays it in with the left hand over Zheng Xiangjun. Almost coughed it up. Does the Braves, but they settle down. About a 1.5 second shot clock, game clock difference. It's Singletary. A lot of attention. He spins around for the open three, and from deep, Michael Singletary. 2 seconds left. Zemboyu at least got a shot off. With a bounce all the way to the fan section behind us. So the Lioneers have a good second quarter, but the Braves hit back with a good third quarter. Heading into the fourth and final frame is the Taipei Fubon Braves 73, Hsinchu Lioneers 68. Plus League 球迷 ，Oh My Basketball 是我本人在 IE Bar 学英语吧教你的篮球的英文术语，欢迎大家点阅资讯栏里的链接一起学习。A much more enthusiastic Lioneers go 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 compared to yesterday. So far on the game, leading scorers Oscar Gaoguohao with 19. On the other side, Michael Singletary, who hit a three-pointer before the end of the quarter, leads the Braves with 14 points. And the Lioneers ace in the hole is Mike Fiba in the last quarter did sit quite a while with an apparent ankle discomfort, but only 3 minutes played, so at least his fatigue level is probably not that high. Though his injury situation is something to consider. William Martino played 11 minutes in the third and a total so far of 26 minutes. So I'd imagine he's got enough in the tank for the rest of the way. Over to Evan, shoots it over Zhen Xiangjun. Michael Singletary feeling it, gets another one. And just like that, Coach Greg calling a timeout with something wrong with their offense than defense. And an 8-point lead as we take our first timeout here in the fourth quarter.
Straight on one fighter. Tastes like chili, Philly, dilly. Tastes like chili, chili, Philly, dilly, dilly, dilly. And tastes like chili, Philly, dilly. Tastes like chili, chili, Philly, dilly, dilly, dilly. Lady, 보이지 않아 더 걸어가 내일이 오지 않을 것처럼 굴어가. We keep it spicy, chili. Tastes like chili. And tastes like chili. Dilly, dilly, dilly.
最热情的掌声，谢谢牧师女孩跟队敌为我们带来精彩的表演。接下来，牧师女孩也会到了小舞台，有准备了纪念品，那等一下呢，随时呢要送给大家。也请大家呢持续呢。
Well, quick timeout here in the fourth quarter, as the announced attendance is now 4,577. Out of the timeout, it's the same lineup for the Lioneers. Oscar, handoff from Martino. That one's off iron as Singletary brushes it to a teammate. Quickly down low, nice fight. Zhen Xiangjun to Zaitsev. The Lioneers not covering up the trailer. Oscar left wide open, catch and shoot, no good. Braves again running, it's this time Lai Ting-un who lays it in for two. And I don't want to be too premature with this, but a very quick Braves run here in the fourth has put the Lioneers down by 12. That's a 7-0 run to start the fourth quarter. Plank, but this time the rebound goes to Joker. Second chance. This time Martino wants to take things in his own hands and just got it on the rim. Martino again with the running left-handed layup. Got a couple of those today. That'll stop the Braves scoring run for now. It's Lioneers with a nice dribble move, but eventually they get the rebound. Again, it's Oscar with a lot of head movement, and Zaisev kind of holding them, kind of protecting him. I think it'll be just a sideline out of bounds. Julian is out. Hsinchu is in. Oscar doubled, but gets out of it. A strip from Lioneers and numbers for the Braves, but a good deflection by Evan. Lioneers almost had another steal, but does he? Good effort by Z as Oscar from the corner finishes off the possession with points. Singletary on the Zaisev handoff, tries to get contact, but look what I found is Zaisev on the second effort gets two. William Martino, they tried to bait the referee into a whistle. They're looking Martino's way. Working center, then to the other side, twisting, spinning. And eventually a whistle for an offensive 3 seconds. Good job by Big Z to hold up Martino. So a score and a stop for the Braves. They want to make it a double-digit game once again. Lioneers almost picked, puts it up, and off for the backboard and in. Number 0, Lioneers coming through as looks like there's something on the floor that might need cleaning up, or is it Jare's contact? So a flurry of substitutions. Get another look. As Evan taking a slip on the floor, actually. Go to the bench to recover. So Xian's almost in his place at the power forward position. Missed assignment as Iboka got lost there. And Artino, look what I found. Air ball goes to the offense. And the wrap on Zaisev's left elbow needs to be applied again as his wound there is now bleeding. Now we got all things settled up as Roger wanted to give instructions to Iboka real quick. Over the top for Singletary. He dribbles it off of Hsinchu. But it goes out of bounds for the Braves. Singletary from the top. Screen by Johnson. His fadeaway is perfect. Butter. Quickly, it's Martino going at Iboka. Triple team, leaving Oscar wide open. Good hustle by TJ. Up ahead to Lioneers, and Iboka finishes it off. And a little bit of a recovery there. He jumped so high. That makes it 13-point lead for the Braves. Kind of got away there with a defensive overcommit. Oscar with a hand in his face, cannot get it to fall. Deep pass and oh no, it's Iboka beating Oscar. And it looks like the Lioneers have run out of gas here in the fourth. An illegal screen by Hsinchu. He's to stand still. He loves to twist and turn after setting these screens. TJ working to the left side, but stopped. Out to Chris Johnson, left wide open. And a all nylon made three. At the start of the quarter, you at least felt like the Lioneers had a shot, but their guys are right now showing a lot of signs of fatigue. Back door is closed off, so Hsinchu will try the three, and this air ball, actually good job by Artino to throw it off of Iboka's stomach. Well, that's why you do your crunches in the off season. Probably could have thrown a little bit softer, he says. Artino will go off, and the Lioneers right now all local. Jare gets it off before the buzzer. Johnson trying it again. He has 14 on the game. Good hands as the Braves take it away. Little 4-on-2 as Singletary tries to line them up. And wet with that three. Looks like some kind of accessory came off as the referee clears that out of the way. A little stoppage and a chance to breathe for the Lioneers. Hall, he's got to catch and shoot, and oof, way off with that one. Good block by Evan, but right back to Lioneers' hands. He throws it out of bounds. Not on the same page with Iboka there. 96-75. It's been a 23-7 quarter. Can you make the adjustment? At least put it on rim. Rubio gives the Lioneers another chance. Good hustle by Evan. Now it's Oscar's turn, and this time a bounce right to Johnson's hands. 5 points, as it stands right now, would be the lowest scoring quarter in Season 4 of the Plus League so far. And can't really say it's all the Lioneers' fault because they've had a lot of injuries, and even more so during this game. Ivan Marinkovic had the hurt hand, hurt finger. And Mike Fiba has that ankle injury as Junior Hall has trouble keeping up with Singletary, commits a foul. Coach Roger, though, not emptying his bench yet. Good tap by Junior Hall, but right back to Singletary from 30 feet. Off glass and in. That's a little bit ruthless there from Michael Singletary. Rubio not taking that shot. So Oscar floats it up to a miss. And with 3 minutes left in the game, there you see Shizono and Steve-O heading to the scorer's table. Johnson doing a fancy turnaround of himself. And this time Rubio takes the layup, and goaltending will be his first points from the field. Great feed by Oscar. A little extra stuff not needed from Johnson there. He's out of the game, and the Braves now are all local. They jumped Iboka and caused a turnover. Looks like it's a skills competition out there with the degree of difficulty shots we've been seeing. Heading into this fourth quarter, Lioneers actually had a lead for 6:08 on the game, mainly between the end of the first half and the start of the second half. Halftime does not count, by the way. According to my notes on the season, as the Braves finally get the ball inbounded, that would be the highest mark of the season. Iboka saves it from going out of bounds. Tokoi takes a deep three, and look what I found to Steve-O. I don't know if they'll give him credit for the rebound there. It has turned very quiet here at Hsinchu County Stadium. Missed by Zoborshing, close to the basket. Less than a minute and a half left to go in the game, but the Braves look like they're slated for their second victory on the season. That'll move them to 2 wins and 2 losses and 2.5 games behind the Kings. Meanwhile, the Lioneers have fallen half a game behind the Pilots, who are 0-2, as Evan puts it off the window and in. He's had a pretty standout game. 15 points for the Lioneers. Iboka doesn't have the touch and drop it on the second effort. Dumbori with a finishing touch on this game. He's got 6 points. But overall, the Lioneers kind of fall victim to the back-to-back and the injuries on the game. Their defensive scheme did stymie the Braves through parts of the second and third quarter as Bouchard's mid-range jump shot brushed out of bounds. I will say, if you're the Braves, you're probably not feeling all that great about the outcome or the progress from beginning to end, because starter Zhou Guoyu minus 13 in 7 minutes played. Beast and Winston came on and weren't that effective out there. Iboka, a wild miss, but might have had a hand of the Lioneers defense get in the way of that one. Well, Timbui wanted a few more points. So the final score, Braves 99, Lioneers 84. And thank you for tuning into this broadcast of the Plus League. We will have a player or coach interview at the end of this one. The two teams have matched up for the first time this season. And next week, the Dreamers will play the Braves. Then the Lioneers in a Taizhou Intercontinental Stadium. But the Steelers get to open up their home stadium of Kaohsiung Fengshan Stadium, first against the Pilots, and then again the New Taipei Kings. As Iboka goes to visit with some of those in attendance. It was a little bit of a bumpy road to get from a Lioneer to a Brave, but I'm sure a lot of people are happy he's made it. I'm sure, especially after the East Asia Super League game as his debut. Well, Michael Singletary's put on the headset, and
what's going on, guys?
Mark will take you for the rest of the way until our commercial timeout. Asked about his personal performance.
Just glad we got the win. Just glad we got the win. It's always a tough game when we come play here. They're always a tough team. They obviously have the best home court. So for us, we didn't play too well that first half, so we had to turn it up in the second half. And luckily we got stops and got running and started playing our style of basketball. I don't ever think it's a slump. With me, it's never a slump. With me, it's just about figuring out how to work with the new guys that we have and trying to figure out where everybody fits in and how we're gonna, achieve our ultimate goal, and that's trying to win another championship. So that might be nights where I score 25, that might be nights where I score 15, 10. It doesn't matter as long as we win.
Now asked about the challenge for the Braves to repeat.
It's going to be a lot of challenges. We just got to focus on ourselves. I think if we focus on ourselves and we focus on what we have to do each and every day in practice and each and every day in the games, good things will happen for us, and we'll be victorious if we do that. Appreciate you guys.
Well, thanks to Mike for joining our post-game coverage. That would go down as his best game so far on the season. Personal high of the season at 25 points, highest also on the team. Also pulled down to 7 rebounds. The leader of that department was Igor Zaisev with 10. Credit to Mike for getting 8 assists, but I also think that Lai Ting-en off the bench played a big role, and he was very disruptive, especially in the second half, getting all the deflections he did. So we'll go to a break before wrapping things up from the Hsinchu County Stadium.
注意我们小朋友，还有没有更小的小朋友？
Welcome back to the broadcast. I'm Ryan Chen, wrapping things up here on the English commentary track here in the Plus League. Definitely a big takeaway was how the Braves were getting a lot of easy fast break layups, which really killed the Lioneers' comeback chances during the game. It was a tough battle down low too, very physical, lots of free throws, lots of fouls. And kind of curious enough, at the end, the box score shows 5 block shots for the Braves, none for the Lioneers, but I would say it's not from a lack of effort. In the end, Lioneers had 4 players score in double digits, with Oscar Gagwaha having the most at 22, followed by Evan Lee. Jare, he was a real standout player with those 11 points in the second quarter. Artino coming off the bench with a gritty effort. And Mike Fiba, unfortunately, couldn't continue on in the second half, but a lot of what ifs for the Lioneers. Once again, they only have one game next week to hopefully put a win in the win column. Well, on behalf of the 6 teams in the league and the league operations, thank you for watching. I've been Ryan Chen, and we'll see you in the next one.